Hello, this is Dr. Harold Wong, and today I'm going to cover the sixth in a series of articles on advanced IRA strategies. I'm going to cover the contents of an article that was published May 16, 2012 in the Arizona Republic. And we're going to cover a simple planning guide to Roth and multi-generation IRAs. First, why would I consider a Roth IRA? There's really two main reasons. One, you want to stop taxes because once you do the Roth IRA conversion, what you do is you will have a tremendous benefit. As long as you follow the two technical rules where you don't pull money out until you're after age 59 and a half, and you leave the money in for at least 5 years after the first time you ever started a Roth IRA, what happens is all earnings are tax-free for the rest of your life, your spouse's life, your kid's life, and your grandchildren's life. So that's the first reason people should consider a Roth IRA. The second reason is you don't want to be forced by the IRS to take required minimum distributions. What happens is once you turn 70 and a half, the IRS says every year you're forced to take a certain amount out. And it's very simple. The calculation is every year you go to the total amount of your IRAs on December 31st of the previous year, and then you divide by your life expectancy, and that's the amount that you must take out, and it's taxable, of course. Guess what? Every year your life expectancy decreases, so the amount of required minimum distribution increases because the IRS wants to finally tax you after waiting 10, 20, 30 years or more to finally tax you. Next issue, why would I not want to consider a Roth IRA conversion? Well, there's two reasons there. One, you can't take the emotional pain of paying the tax from the Roth IRA conversion. For example, if you take $200,000 in a normal IRA or 401k or 403b for your teachers and you convert it to a Roth IRA, there's $200,000 of taxable income. Now, what I do with clients that come into office, I will optimize and find out the best way of covering that tax. So for example, maybe we split it into 4 years where it's $50,000 a year, so it doesn't really increase your tax bracket that much. And also, I can negotiate with certain financial institutions that hold multi-generation and Roth IRAs. Sometimes we can get them to pay 6, 8, 10, maybe even 12% of the amount deposited. And so for many people, it can be as much as half of their taxes covered by the financial institution. How's this possible? Well, if you remember 50 years ago, you would get a free toaster or a set of silverware when you open a bank account. Well, given that most of the people that see me are retired or older baby boomers, they already have at least 4 place settings of silverware, 4 cups, and a toaster. So they'd rather have half or a fourth of their tax covered on the Roth IRA conversion. Next reason you wouldn't want to do that, a Roth IRA, is if you plan on spending all of the income. Well, if you spend all the income and all the assets, there's going to be nothing left for any heirs, such as kids and grandkids. The third issue we're going to cover is, why would I consider a multi-generation IRA? Well, the reason is because you want to multiply income 2 to 10 times for your kids and your grandkids. And secondly, all of that IRA assets, if you and your wife are hit while you're driving in your car and a drunk driver hits you, all of your IRA assets would be taxable in that year that you died. So if you had $400,000 there, it'll all be taxable, and of course at a very high tax bracket to your heirs. So guess what? You don't want to do that. By having the multi-generation IRA, after you guys are gone, only a little bit is distributed using the same required minimum distribution table for your life. It also works for your heirs, whether it's your kids or grandkids. So only a small amount is taxable, and that's one of the secrets on why the income can multiply. In other words, we find in cases where you have young kids or grandkids, say age 6 to 10, even if you only deposit $100,000 in a multi-generation IRA and combine it with the Roth IRA component, it can multiply as much as ninefold. So $100,000 will become $942,000 of tax-free income over the life of those 4 kids or grandkids who are age 10 to 18 right now. Next issue, why would I not want to do a multi-generation IRA? Well, there are a few people that have no kids or grandkids, but maybe you have some nieces or nephews or brothers and sisters that you admire, or maybe you have some non-blood friends that have been your best friend for your whole life, so you could consider that. But if none of those individuals appeal to you, then maybe a multi-generation IRA makes no sense at all. Or there's one other situation. If you have a special needs child and you need complex provisions to monitor assets and income over the life of that special needs child or grandchild, then you might need detailed provisions in a revocable living trust to cover that issue. Well, that's all for today. If you want to find out more and read more articles on these advanced IRA strategies, go to my blog site, drwonginvestorguide.com.